it's almost terroristic, some of the things that they do.
I mean, if you can get a recording of what they're saying, that goes, and we can listen to it and actually hear what they're saying.
What did you tell me multiple times?
Pretty sure we told you yesterday, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah. I did.
Get your ass over here, come on.
What did I do stupid? I recorded what's going on, what I'm dealing with, so people will know what I got going on. Okay, well,
hey, it's clear through here, right? Go ahead and put your hands behind you.
But I mean, some other numbnut over there yelling, so we'll probably.
I'm saying we're gonna go over there, and if they're doing the same thing, if they're gonna be, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, I was gonna say if they're being loud, obnoxious, and trying to cuss us out and stuff like that, at least a damn disorderly at this point, because these people are just trying to do whatever they're doing, and they're bothering them.
Multiple times.
Multiple times I've been doing it. Multiple times I've been doing it.
He was, what, about 20 foot?
He was about 30 foot.
About 20, 30 foot in the tree.
They shoot all day long, thousands and thousands of rounds last 2 days.
Invasion of privacy is what he's getting locked up on.
A man put in jail and charged with a felony. This comes after this Facebook Live video he took was seen tens of thousands of times. This video, shot by Jeremy Huffman, shows a group of people who are staying next door. Huffman filmed the video on his property. Last week in court, Huffman was charged with eavesdropping. 35-year-old Jeremy Huffman is facing a felony eavesdropping charge after climbing a tree on his property and filming a large gathering next door on Facebook Live. Unrest between the Huffmans and these organizations started well before Jeremy Huffman's arrest on October 24th. Huffman says while standing in his property with his wife and kids, they heard 3 ricochets hit some nearby trees. Deputies could also hear shots being fired.
We have been made aware of a group that calls or names themselves the Father's Heart of Georgia. The Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated, and the president is Mr. Jimmy Harris. He's the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated president. We were invited into the grounds of the facility, and we toured the facility. We addressed concerns over loud music, loud singing, camping on the property, shooting on the property. They'll have roving guards only on their property for safety purposes. This is a letter from President Jimmy Harris, the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated. Just a couple of years ago, we immediately went to the FBI and the GBI, and we had our gang investigators speak with the State Gang Intelligence Network, and none of us have found any evidence to indicate that this group of people from the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated is affiliated with any group that is on the radar. We understand that the community is concerned. I can assure the community that we're following all of the Georgia laws as best we know them. The neighbor, Mr. Huffman, had climbed into a tree and was positioned in the tree on Mr. Huffman's property, and that he was using his phone to record the goings-on of the folks on the grounds of the church. And we responded and made contact with Mr. Huffman, and he was arrested for a violation of the official code of Georgia, annotated 16-11-62, unlawful eavesdropping or surveillance. And that law essentially says when a person uses a device or other means to eavesdrop or conduct surveillance on persons who have not given permission to have that business done, when they are in a place that is outside of the public view, then it's a violation of that code section. And we applied for a warrant. A magistrate judge found probable cause to issue the warrant, and Mr. Huffman was arrested and booked into the Burke County Jail. There has been a lot of conjecture, speculation, innuendo on social media. I have on file here reports dating back several years where a number of them, nearly 6 reports on file, where in the majority of the cases, Mr. Huffman has been taunting these folks.
Sorry y'all had all this happen, so.
We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night, okay?
All right, you too.
Yes, sir.
You can't fly a drone over somebody's property and look at their property. That's an expectation of privacy.
If I could tell you exactly what the charges were and stuff, I'd be more than happy to do that.
Maybe check the line and see if there's anybody, because they thought they saw a couple more people
In the woodlines?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go from here.
There's like a noise ordinance.
Yes, but there's no time.
We uphold the law and the Constitution. That's our job.
I can't just sit up here and make laws. He's trying to show what's going on out here. So invasion of privacy.
Invasion of privacy.
Yes.
You can't fly drones. You can't go and record. You can't. No, you can't.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
This is a Shields of Shame exclusive.
A3 to A4.
Good.
There's 4 of us out here. We're going to go ahead and go over to the place on Quaker.
These reports are voluminous. These deputies have been very detailed in almost every incident. They have used their body cameras when investigating the complaints. All of that is public information that you have access to. All of that is public information that you have access to. We are here. We are trying to do the job and do it as best we can within the law. And we just encourage you to please talk to us, call us, get the facts before you pass judgment. I'm just being as open and transparent and as straightforward as I can be. Being as open and transparent and as straightforward as I can be.
He's pointing everybody in the right direction.
Okay, all the way down that way? Alright. Oh. May have broke something.
He's right in front of us.
Is it all the way in the back of the property? Alright.
He's directly in front of us. Up there in the tree, you don't see him?
I'm sorry y'all having to deal with this.
Is he stuck up there?
No, he's just sitting there waiting for us to.
Oh, I see him.
We're on Texas.
Hey, y'all just be mindful, he may be armed. Yeah, you go. Here you go. You got it? I got it.
Oh, shit. He can go ahead and come on down.
Who's that?
Anybody told him to come down?
Hey, come here. Hey, come here.
Go that way.
Come here. Hey.
How you doing, Mr. Huffman? My name's Deputy Molly, Burke County Sheriff's Office. He's up there.
I don't give a shit. Get down off the tree.
Get down.
Step over.
I got him.
Put the light on him.
I got him.
Yeah, that's fine. Get down out the tree.
That's good. You can go ahead and get down.
Hey, come here.
You better.
You're detained. You're not free to go. You need to get down out that tree.
Hey, put your shine your light back that way.
Get out the tree.
It's easier to go that way.
Get out of the tree.
Hey.
Get out of the tree. Hey.
You can get out of the tree.
Get down out the tree.
I said detained. Did that mean anything? Now get your ass down out of the tree.
Somebody watch his hands. Somebody watch his hands.
Well, that's fine. Do it.
Put the light on him. Yeah, that's fine. Get down. Get down. Put the phone down and come on. You're detained. You're not free to go. You need to get down out. I'm recording.
Hey, plug your shine
Get down.
your light
We all
back
have
that way.
cameras.
Get out the tree.
It's easier to go that way, up underneath those branches.
Get out of the tree.
You good? All right, we'll get it.
All right, that's fine. Just get him.
Come on.
Hey, Krebs, just know I lose him about y'all's height right there.
That's
Get down.
Come on, man, get down. You can
Come on, get down out the tree. Let's go. Let's go.
Krebs, you hear me? I lose him about y'all's height. So,
Drop the light.
That's fine. We'll get it in a second.
Come down out the tree, man.
You good? Just get down out of the tree.
You're not listening.
Let me see if I can get
I'm
over there.
giving you an
on the
order to
base.
get out of the tree. You need to do it right now. Now come
You
on.
got a light.
I have no light.
Come around here.
Come on, man, get down. You can
Come around here. Out the tree. Put your foot on the tree right here. And you're coming this way. No, you're coming this way. Come on. What did I just say? What did I just say? Get out of the tree and get out here. Come on.
Come down out the tree, man.
yeah, give me a second.
Come
I
around
was
this
just
way
trying
and
to
put
keep
your feet
cover
right
on
here.
y'all.
You're not listening. Come on. We got enough bushes and branches. Come on.
Fizz boy! Fucking radio won't
Come
work.
on.
You got. Where's your light?
Mobley, shine the light right here. Come on.
Hey, you got a car coming up on the backside.
Come around. What did I just say? Hey, stop right where you're at. Stop. Stop. Stop right where you're at.
Hey, you
Stop.
need to stop right there.
Stop, or you're gonna get charged. Stop. Come here.
Taylor, they're pointing guns at you.
Can you come here?
Ain't none of them got a gun at you right now, bud.
You're not seeing what I'm seeing there.
Nobody.
I see that. I see that. But if you crawl around right here, you got some branches. Come on.
Dude coming up on the right.
Come on.
I'm definitely going to fall right there.
Okay, come on.
Will you step right there? I'll step right into your arms, man. I ain't trying to do nothing.
Well, come on.
Sheriff's office, stop right where you are.
Taylor? All right, well, stop right where you're at.
You can go up underneath there.
Come on. Come on.
Stop right where you at.
Stop. We're gonna get charged.
Hey, you hear me? Krebs.
Give us a second. Let us handle
That's gonna be
this.
the best thing. I can get him from here.
That's fine. That's fine.
And then you need to get down.
So,
Right there. There's a female over on this side. Krebs is gonna get him here and we'll bring him out. Watch that hole.
come on. Come on. Grab your bag. I'm standing on nothing. Get over here. Come on.
Just record them and stop making a big deal. You're going to get me.
Hey, listen to us. Come over here. Let's go on and get this over with. Come over here.
I'm still 8 foot up.
get that in a minute. Just go. No, I don't. You can get when we get done. We'll get with you.
It's the same guy that was here last
Come on.
night. Like, well, he's right here.
Nope.
Come on.
He's gonna have to.
Yeah, we'll
down
be over
here
there in a minute.
Hey guys, y'all want to go ahead and talk and see y'all feel safe.
Just let's get you. You get that in a minute.
Come on.
This is
No, I don't.
It is. Go.
When we get done, we'll get with you.
It's the same guy that was here last
I'll
night.
try to tell you multiple times. Let's go.
Well, he's right here.
Watch your legs.
Pretty
Maybe
sure I
like-
told you yesterday, don't do
Already
anything
addressed
stupid.
this issue yesterday?
Get your ass over here, come on.
I recorded what's going on, guys, what I'm dealing with, so people will know what I got.
Come down here, man. I'm gonna handle that when I get your
Hey,
ass out of
clear
here.
through here, right? Go ahead, put your hands behind you. Hold that. Thank you. Swap me.
Come on.
Go. What did I do wrong? Try to tell you
Go up underneath that lid.
You good?
Lots of holes, bud.
Yeah. Didn't we already address this issue yesterday?
Okay, well, it's your property, so just like it's your property.
You got it?
Yeah.
Be careful stepping over these.
I'm hanging on to you.
Hang on.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Got it?
Hans, can you go and grab that?
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you.
You got it, please?
All units on Clark Road, 4.
Careful.
Dylan, unlock your car. Alright. You guys gonna put me, stick me, anything I need to know about in your pockets or anything? Alright, spread your feet for me and face that way.
Good? Cool. Who's got my light?
There's actually a hole right through there where you can get to them, like on the side.
I got it.
All right. It should be unlocked.
So they can move it too.
Thank you, bud.
Whose car is this?
It's Dylan's.
Whose car is this?
It's Dylan's. If y'all want to go over to
300 Sinclair. They're over there. 300 Sinclair.
have a seat. I'll get them back to you. I promise. I got you.
Someone over there yelling? Oh, you got someone coming. Mine.
300 Sinclair. They're over there.
Hold on. Push the cuss first.
I'll get them back to you.
Laura, you want mine?
Okay.
What are we charging?
We'll let you know.
Yes, I need all their
Highway 25, North Lake Road, Highway 25, North Lake Road for a crash here. The police lost 33, crash on.
So we'll have to go there and need 2 sets. So I'd rather run there real fast before I go over here and... Take some of the shit you can deal with later. Right now.
Highway 25, North Lake Road, Highway 25 and North Lake Road for a crash here.
invasion of privacy is what he's getting. locked up on. It's 16 code. I have to double check exactly what
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Bubba sent it to me.
But
I mean,
some
it's.
other numbnut over there yelling, so we'll probably.
I'm saying we're gonna go over there, and if they're doing the same thing, if they're gonna be, I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah, I was gonna say if they're being loud, obnoxious, and trying to cuss us out and stuff like that, at least a damn disorderly at this point, because these people are just trying to do whatever they're doing, and they're bothering them.
Multiple times.
Multiple times I've been doing anything, not to start anything, and they're still doing it. So, you got his phone?
Yeah,
Right.
he just put it up there in
So,
front.
if you hang out here with Hans, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with them over 300,
That's fine.
and we'll be back.
Sounds good to me.
Hans, I'm gonna go with them. I'll be back, okay?
Yes,
Who else is here?
Dylan's staying with you.
I'm here with you.
Need to check the line and see if there's anybody, because they thought they saw a couple more people
In the woodlines?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go from here and just walk that way.
All right, I will. Let me put his stuff in here so it don't get lost. I thought I had some bags. Sorry, I'll just stick it right here. You gonna stay right here with my car?
Yep.
So he don't try to get out. Which way did y'all see him?
Right here in the tree line.
Over here. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just right here's where y'all went in. If you just work your way down that way, see if you see
That's
anyone.
fine. I'll walk that
Outside
way.
of the one that just came up to the car.
Okay. Yeah, we got deputies going over there too. So sorry y'all had all this happen. So.
We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night. Okay.
All right, you too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Down there? All right, I'll walk down there.
Yeah, they not down there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they were down there last night.
Yes, sir. Well, if y'all have any more problems, y'all please give us a call back, okay?
Yes, sir.
We'll do our best to help out where we can, okay? Oh, y'all are welcome. Yes, sir. Y'all as well. Yes, sir. I didn't see anyone else. The lights are on the other side of their property, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's some deputies that's going over there to address that too for you, so.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Turner and Sergeant Gunn are going over.
Yes, sir. That's where they're going. Sorry all this happened to y'all, so.
Well, I've got, he's one of the pastors, so that's all we need. We don't need anybody else.
Okay.
Plus, he's the one that acts us on.
Well, that's all we need. So.
Can you think of any other reason for us to stay over here?
Do it now?
Any reason for us to stay here?
No, we're good. We're fine. So.
We're gonna get out of y'all's hair.
He's going 1095, correct?
Yeah, he's going
Okay.
1095. But let's go around there. Just make sure Laura doesn't want to do anything else.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. If y'all need something, y'all please call us,
I don't
okay?
know if Laura wants to come back over and talk to one of y'all or not. I don't know. Appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Sir?
What exactly is he getting arrested for, if you don't mind me asking?
That's one of the supervisors right there. You're more than welcome to talk to him because they can shed more light on it than I can. But
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? So, well, let me talk to him a little bit.
yes, sir. Hey, Hans, he wants to talk to you.
What exactly is he getting arrested for, if you don't mind me asking?
The exact charge I don't know. Lieutenant Turner, who's up there right now,
Okay.
she would have all that information.
Okay, so they're at my
They're
son-in-law's place right
They're
now.
up at the end of this road, yeah.
All right, appreciate it.
Yep.
I just want to, I know he's probably a wreck, but, and my daughter couldn't even talk to me when she called because she was so shook up, but I called the police to come out here.
Okay.
These people have been firing guns at my daughter and son-in-law. I've got grandbabies. They've been, I mean, so scared for years. And every October they come out here and do this, and I know they say it's a religious thing and whatever, but they've got armed guards. Burke County, y'all tried to come out here before, and they've said you're not allowed on the property without a warrant. Well, nobody ever came out with a warrant. So those guys ain't permitted with them guns. And they're just shooting them and shooting them, not even 800 feet like it's supposed to be off the property line, right there at them. She's trying to fix her fence from the hurricane. She's pregnant, you know? And it's like, I just want somebody to see our side of the story. This guy, instead of calling y'all, he calls Sheriff Williams' cell phone personally. And this is what happens. Just Jimmy guy that
Oh.
owns this.
The one that...
Yeah, over here. I don't even know where I'm at. We live in Hepzibah.
Yes, ma'am.
But, I mean, you know, it's just not fair. I mean, they've worked their asses off to buy this land and have peace. And then they have this damn cult move out here beside them. And it's been nothing but chaos since.
I can't speak to what happened, what's been going on this year. I know last year the colonel went out and inspected the property during the day, and they have a range set up. They have a better backstop and range than a lot of law enforcement agencies. So any concerns that you have would have to be addressed during the day when the colonel and the sheriff are there. Now, in regards to what happened tonight, kind of go on what you were talking, what you asked, is he was up, what, about 20 foot?
He was about 30 foot.
About 20, 30 foot in the tree, videotaping onto somebody else's property. And that's
Yeah, so it's like a stalking thing or something like that.
It's like you can't fly a drone over somebody's property and look at their property. That's an expectation of privacy.
But what?
So while my daughter's laying out by the pool and stuff, it's all right for them to line up and sit there with binoculars and watch her lay out.
Yeah, they had a report last year from these guys standing up on top of their SUVs filming my daughter and the kids at the pool.
Yeah.
Where was this at?
That was here. I mean, multiple reports have been filed and nothing's been done on their behalf. But as soon as something happens with them, it's like
this. You know, this is the thing is, man, this is the last resort. He just didn't know what else to do. They've talked to the commissioners. My daughters went down there and talked to. They've had the cops called. He just didn't know what else to do. You know, he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He was
just trying to get out in the public.
Yeah.
Like,
so I mean,
maybe somebody knows somebody. Like, this is what's going on because she went down. She got documentation at the courthouse today in Waynesboro. She's going to the next commission meeting. I messaged Lewis Blanchard. I asked him what to do. He said, tell her she's got to go to the next meeting, and that's where she needs to speak on these things, and that's all that can be done because there's laws, and as of right now, they're not breaking any laws.
That's correct,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Y'all be the third ones. I explained it to Mr. Johns earlier tonight, and there's a gentleman over here on Pebble Road.
The other neighbor.
They had expressed the same things that y'all are talking about, and like I explained to them, the sheriff's office is empowered to enforce county ordinance and state law. The county ordinance, the way it is currently written, which has to be addressed by the county commission, doesn't address any criminal activity or anything that can be addressed for what's going on.
There's like a noise ordinance.
Yes, but there's no time.
But what about
the county ordinance? There's no time.
What
state
about,
law, we can enforce state law. State law says 11 o'clock.
What about like the guy and the guards? They got these armed guards that sit on the golf carts. When the police show up, they radio and tell these guys what's going on. These guys, who knows if they've got permits to have firearms? You know,
in the state of Georgia, you don't have to have a permit or anything.
Really?
No.
So what if they're a convicted felon?
Well, that's another story.
But
if they're convicted felons, that's another story. But then we have to have a justification to run them.
All right.
I appreciate
it.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Turner and there's several other officers up down there right now.
Thank you.
We didn't want to overcrowd. That's why we're out here.
Thank you.
Let me walk back here and check on him, make sure he's all right. You all right?
I'm good, but I don't know. Can you cut me in the front, or do you want to really?
Disciplinary, you got family coming out the road.
I understand if you ain't.
That's fine. We're leaving.
I got
They
you.
can call the jail and find out.
Once everyone gets up here, we'll come up with something, okay? I'll talk to them and see what we can do, okay? All right. Yes, sir.
Hey, do you mind opening my phone just to see who's calling?
Before one,
I know. I really need to call into work, so I'm gonna get
Before one.
probably if I don't.
I got you. Let us work through what we got going on right here, and then I'll talk to the supervisors, and then we'll see what we can do, okay?
Be able to call from jail or not.
Before one crash report.
Huh? No, he's wanting to call his job. Yeah, his supervisor. I told him not until we get all this mess straightened out.
Could you text my boss? I mean, from my phone.
Like I said, once they get up here, man, and we get all of it.
The number. I mean, I don't.
I got you. Look, I ain't trying to not work with you, but let me get them up here and figure out exactly what's going on, where we're going to go, and what's going to happen, okay? And then once we do all that, I'll talk to them. I got you. Just give us a few minutes. Are you hot or anything?
No, I mean, I'm good.
Okay.
You know it's aggravating, but...
Yes, sir. Give us a few minutes, okay?
Do you know any details at all? Can you tell me anything or not?
I'm still waiting on them, okay?
Recording.
You're Mr. Huffman's wife, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm talking to the cops. I just pulled up.
Okay. So, we came out here yesterday, explained to you guys what was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, he is going to jail tonight.
Okay.
It is invasion of privacy.
Okay.
Cannot
they
do
can sit on their golf carts with their arms crossed with guns and stare at us on that fence line all day long, every day. And nothing is done. Y'all won't even walk over there and look at them when y'all came. Y'all look at me in my face, y'all too. And y'all come out here and would not even walk
We did go over there.
to that property.
But I went over there yesterday, so I don't understand why you're getting so upset.
Arms crossed.
We went over there.
We came over here and just discussed this multiple times.
Y'all can lie to yourselves all you want.
We're not.
Discussed it and y'all have done nothing.
There is nothing we can do. They are within their legal right.
But y'all sure did something to him, huh? When they're staring
Because he's breaking the law.
Okay. But what are they doing? They're staring at us all day, shooting guns over there.
At their range. Yes, ma'am. At their approved range, they are.
That is ridiculous.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you all night, but I do recommend no contact on that side. They come to your property, obviously call us. That's different.
So he's on the way now?
Not yet.
Okay.
But he will be able to make a phone call once he gets booked in.
Well, I want all of y'all's names. What are all of y'all's names?
It'll all be in the report, but I'm Lieutenant Turner.
I
was just fixing to tell you if you'd stop yelling. How about Lieutenant Turner is my name?
My husband around. I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to ask you.
Listening.
Okay, I want to ask you. I went up to Burke County Sheriff's Office this morning, and the lady at the front desk was rude as shit to me. Rolled her eyes, huffing and puffing when I asked for records, and you're telling me y'all won't tell me your names, you'll have them on the records? They won't even give that to me.
Listen, I'll give you my name. Sergeant Gunn with the Sheriff's Office, B14.
No, you have a nasty attitude, and I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Listen. Anyways, you have a complaint that you want to file, you can file a complaint. That's all totally up to you. But we're telling you we're here for invasion of privacy. That's where he's going to jail for, okay? We told you multiple times what we could do, what we can't do, as far as that over there goes. I mean, we've been out here for the past 2 days, like 3 or 4 times, and we've said the same thing over and over again.
This has been going on for 3 years. We've been dealing with them for 3 years. They're not in your backyard.
This is Burke County.
Yeah.
This is Burke County.
Yeah.
What would you like me to do?
I want you to hold on because that's my other neighbor that's over here, and he probably wants to hear this too.
Okay, I'll tell him the same thing.
Hey. Yeah, they did.
For invasion of privacy. For invasion of privacy. That's what it is.
We've been over there looking at him all night long too. You know,
he's standing in a tree, recording,
showing everybody what's going on out here.
Invasion of privacy.
Wow. Y'all will find something for them, but you won't find nothing
for
all these neighbors. All these neighbors that are around.
What are we trying to look for?
I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
And I'm laying in my bed at 10 o'clock, and all I can hear is boom, 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 boom. My
at 10
windows
o'clock
rattling.
during the day? 10 o'clock during the day?
No, just about an hour ago.
Okay.
And Jeremy asked me to come over. I said, man,
so what
I got to get to bed.
What noise ordinance are they in violation of?
Y'all would find something if it was us.
We're not going to find something that we're going to conjure up and make up. All right. So we came out here and discussed this multiple times, and we've told you what you need to do. I can't just sit up here and make laws.
He's trying to show what's going on out here. So invasion of privacy.
Invasion of privacy. You can't fly drones. You can't go and record. You can't. No, you can't. You cannot fly drones over somebody else's property.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
They don't own the air.
That does not matter.
They do not own the air above them.
But if you're recording and surveilling what they're doing, that's invasion of privacy.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Okay. Well,
It is wrong. Okay. We have been complaining about this for years.
You have the right to your opinion.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all's service.
Lack of it.
Okay.
Staring at my freaking
Yeah,
all day,
they-
all
I
week,
mean,
and I won't even walk up there and
they've been
look at it.
invading their privacy for years now, and y'all don't do crap about it.
Not to mention they're on their walkie-talkies every time we call the cops.
Yeah,
somebody's telling them.
They're quiet.
Somebody in Burke County is calling them because they're immediately shutting it down.
I live 800 yards away, and I can hear them plain as day on a PA system, loud as it can be, and I'll call the sheriff's department, and they quiet it down. They got a call. I mean, they're hooked up with Alfonso or whoever up there with y'all, but they got all their rights. Y'all could find something on us.
If you're recording right here and you want to record the noise at midnight or whatever, that's fine. But like I said, when you climb a tree, you're invading that privacy of the people that are not in direct view.
So that's
of
no
the
different than
cops.
sitting on
You
top
know
of
what
a
I'm
golf cart that's above my fence staring over here. What's the difference?
When you are, listen, when you are recording,
You can record anything
He's
you want on
recording
your
for our
property.
safety because y'all are doing nothing. He's trying to protect his family.
Let me ask you a question, because I ain't said nothing since I've been here.
Yes, sir.
What would y'all do?
What would I do as
Exactly what we just
if
did.
you were in our position?
I would
I don't know,
find
I'd get
something
another
like y'all have
job if I
found
worked for a
something.
piece of
There's
crap
laws
like that.
out there of what, I mean, there's got to be something with the noise.
Well, you
I mean, if this was in your backyard, what would you do?
What would I do if I was unhappy?
If
I
this
would
was
move
in
my
your
family.
backyard, you
If
would
that's
move.
what I-
You would,
absolutely.
so you'd let this
So
run
if
all
I
these
had-
neighbors
if
off.
I had 200 people
That makes sense.
serving the peace.
They got a militia group over there, dude.
Look,
It's a militia
is it against the law, though? Is that against the law?
Is
I
it-
understand
is it-
your
is
beliefs
it a-
and your values. I do, trust me. But we uphold the law and the Constitution. That's our job. We can't go and make laws. We're not lawmakers. We just enforce them.
Yeah, and there's
It's one thing
laws,
when
there's
you're-
camping laws, ordinances, there's shooting range laws. You just can't open a shooting range in a neighborhood. You know
Where's
what
the
I'm saying?
neighborhood at?
This is county.
Well,
no
this is called Willow Oak Estate.
People buy land out here for a reason, to hunt, to shoot, to all that
but
stuff.
not to do this. I mean, we're supposed to be living in peace out here, man, and we've always been.
I
You know,
understand
and
your
that ain't
values,
peace.
But at the same time, look, I would be just as mad. But if there was nothing the police can do for me, guess what? If I was that
You'd
unhappy,
probably get on
I
live
would move.
TV and say, look what's going on
Well,
out here,
first
guys.
off, I wouldn't be in a
and
tree
then
at
get
11
drugged
o'clock at
down
night.
from your own tree by the police.
I wouldn't be in a tree at 11 o'clock at night. Let's get real.
Yeah, well, he
I would
works
do it in the middle
12
of
hours.
the
He
day.
works nights, you know, so he's used to that. You know, his wife's here with you two small children all day long.
Like I said, I understand your values, but tell me,
But
what
you'd
would you have
rather
us
us
do?
move. In other words, all
What
these
would you
neighbors
have
that
us
have been
do?
calling and complaining. There's people on Pebble
But guess
Road.
what happens when we
People
all
on Pebble
move and
Road
they buy
calling my
all
wife
this
saying,
land,
y'all
then
hear
they're-
this?
They're your problem
They done
then.
called
They're
it
not
y'all's
just our
department, you know,
problem
on Pebble Road.
So have any of y'all went to the county commission of where
Yes,
it's concerned?
we have.
What did they tell
We've
And they
done
said,
the-
why are
what
y'all
did they say?
referring
The
us
only-
to them?
the only
Because
thing-
this is y'all's problem and the sheriff should be handling
Yep.
this. That's what the commission told us.
Well, when it comes
Today.
to ordinances and stuff like that, the sheriff's office don't do.
Scott Lee told us
They
either
said,
get
"Okay, 'cause we're
attorney
getting these
or
records, and I
vote in a
talked
new
to an
sheriff.
attorney, too."
Because a new sheriff
So
would
that's
take
what's
care of
coming
it.
next for y'all.
That's
So
what he told
when
us.
the commission makes the ordinances, that's just enforced by us.
Yeah, y'all don't make the laws, you enforce them.
Correct.
You understand?
So how does the sheriff have the power to make the law?
Trust me, y'all would find a way. If the sheriff wanted a way to not let this happen to the neighbors and keep a peace around here, then I believe he would.
I'll do you one better, man, okay?
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm gonna set this for you, okay?
Go ahead.
I've been in law enforcement 10 years.
Mhm.
I've been here since April. I ain't never dealt with this shit, right? With the exception of him, none of us are on patrol anyway, okay? So we don't normally go to noise complaints and stuff.
We deal with the worst of the worst. We're the crime suppression team.
Yeah,
I've
we
never done
go to the shots fired and the robberies and the murders and all that.
I don't go to
stuff.
noise complaints.
So I'll tell you what, okay?
Vincent still?
Still
up there?
major. Yep.
Yeah,
Major
I'll
Vincent.
tell you what though.
He
In
deals
10
with,
years.
He deals with narcotics.
Well, Major Vincent told me that these guys got kicked out of another county, and now
County ordinance are different, okay? Man, I worked in cities. This wouldn't fly in a city because the city ordinance is ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
I could lock you up for riding a skateboard on the sidewalk the last city I worked.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Bicycle on the sidewalk, man, I'd take your ass to jail. And it's in the law. But that's what the city wanted. So I'll tell you what. I know you got a smartphone because everybody's got one, right?
What?
You got a smartphone, right? You got the internet?
Yes, sir.
All right. Two things. Go on your phone and Google Municipal Code, Burke County, Georgia. It'll give you every code of ordinance in this county.
I read one to him last night that said you can't make noise. But he
Animals.
said
It was
it's about
under the animals.
So that's animals.
I know y'all
right?
looked it up, but it doesn't say.
Then,
it says any person.
Look under that, not animals, because animals don't apply to that. When you get done with that, because the
There's
county
some
ordinances in here, there's like none compared to every place I've ever worked.
Hardly
I
any.
mean, there's like, I work when there's 100, 200 pages of it, not 5. But when you get done with that, Google Georgia OCGA LexisNexis. That's the official site.
Lieutenant Turner.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, yes, sir.
All right. I don't know if you went out there yesterday.
Yes, sir.
You did?
Yes, sir.
So you know about the little altercation they had yesterday? Well,
which altercation? Was it during the day or was it in the afternoon?
I guess it was in the afternoon yesterday.
Because we went out there last night and it wasn't a report of altercation. There was other issues, but
I got you.
I know we went out there a few times yesterday.
Yeah, I just know there was something that happened back there, and they had some type of altercation. But it sounds like these folks have got some automatic weapons back there. I mean, you hear single shots every now and again, then you hear a bunch of them go off all at one time.
Yes, I do know that they are shooting out there. Obviously, we can hear it when we go out there. And
Right,
I know we have been
you're
on the
supposed to have
property.
no automatic weapons.
No, sir, but without certain things, we can't just go and take somebody's. Yeah. There's a little bit more to it than just them.
Do I need to get a recording of the automatic weapons?
No, sir. I mean, I can have some units drive by in the area and see what they hear and observe it. Obviously, I told everybody out there last night too that I would have people come by, have our units out in the area, because I know it's frustrating. My third phone call this afternoon just in regards to this. So I know it's frustrating for you guys. I know the concerns y'all have.
You're right. It is very frustrating. I don't want to say I fear for my family, but I mean, to a certain extent, I do. I mean, y'all don't hear these people all the time like we do. It's crazy. I mean, the things that they do, that you hear them doing back there, and I really think we need to start recording this stuff because it's almost terroristic, some of the things that they do.
I mean, if you can get a recording of what they're saying, that does, and we can listen to it and actually hear what they're saying, then, we can go from there, if there's any type of threats or anything of that nature.
I don't know many church groups who march around in black fatigues and shoot like this.
Yes, sir. As I'm on the phone with you, I just sent a message out to my person and my other deputy who's out in that area for the evening for them to make several checks throughout the evening. So if you see blue lights out there, it's because we're doing checks out there just to help, try to do anything that we can to help you guys. I know it doesn't give much peace of mind, but at least we're trying to do what we can because they know the law and they know where to go with it, basically.
Yeah.
And, if they're within their legal rights, there's not much we can do. So
Busloads of
they
folks.
actually allowed me back there last night.
Oh, wow. You're lucky.
Yeah, which is shocking, right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because I have been out there before in years past where they stopped you at the gate, and this year they actually allowed me all the way back. It's a decent size of people, I guess I can say. I do appreciate that you at least understand. We're just as frustrated as you guys because we know you guys aren't happy. We're trying to keep it as calm and everybody, as happy as possible. But if they're within their legal rights, they tie our hands. And, that's why I said at least I'll have some deputies out that way tonight. And I'll even pass them on, obviously, for the other shifts tomorrow to do the same thing with their shifts, where at least if there's a little bit more presence, maybe something, you can hope.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you guys ever need anything, call us as far as if it's directly on your property, anything of that nature. Obviously, we'll come right out there, okay?
Hello, I'm Sheriff Alfonso Williams with the Burke County Sheriff's Office, and I'm coming to you live via Facebook here to address some community concerns over an incident that occurred as recent as last night, but has been ongoing since late October 2022. And since that time, up until last night, we have had quite a number of calls for service out at Quaker Road in Keysville, whereas some neighbors are having disputes amongst one another with allegations ranging from loud music to loud noises to shootings during the day, to just general disturbances, and we have responded to nearly a dozen calls for service over the last couple of years, or since October 2022 to present. And it is obviously a very real concern for the community, and I want to be very specific about what the Sheriff's Office has done to address the situation. I will tell you emphatically that we have been made aware of a group that calls or names themselves the Father's Heart of God, of Georgia. I'm sorry, the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated, and the president is Mr. Jimmy Harris. He's the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated president, and when I say we, my command staff went out a year ago and met with Mr. Harris and his church team, and we wanted to mitigate the circumstances that had been going on there between he and some of the neighbors, and one neighbor specifically is Jeremy Huffman. And we were invited into the grounds of the facility, and we toured the facility. We addressed concerns over loud music, loud singing, camping on the property, shooting on the property. We addressed issues concerning the firing range, the backdrop of the firing range, and we spent nearly an hour out with Mr. Jimmy Harris and talked to them, and we encouraged Mr. Harris to keep us informed about the goings-on there, and to communicate with us regularly about their meetings there so that we would have advance notice of what's going on. We asked Mr. Harris to talk to his neighbors to let them know what's going on so that they would just have an amicable relationship, and everybody would be informed about what's happening. We suggested that perhaps the church utilize quiet times so that the neighbors would know when the music would be off, the lights would be off, and the singing and praise would be discontinued, and they took our suggestions to heart. I can tell you that over the last year, and as recently as just 2 weeks ago, the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated visited our office, and they brought this letter with them. And I'll summarize this letter. It essentially is addressed to the Sheriff's Office and to our officers, and it's a notice of a private event date change due to Hurricane Helene. And it says that the property owner has granted them use of 5800 West Quaker Road in Keysville for a private religious event, and that they're respectfully making the Sheriff's Office aware and the residents aware that they'll be celebrating their annual feast days beginning Thursday, October 17th through Saturday, October 26th. The letter indicates that they'll have various activity throughout the day for children, adults, and elderly, and that they'll take the well-intended precautions not to disturb their neighbors during these events, that they will acknowledge quiet hours from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. They further say that they would not disturb the neighbors after hours, so that they would use their another rented facility for their cultural celebratory events to prevent disturbing neighbors after hours. The letter also says that the generators for lighting will be out at 11 p.m. and they will have personal generators for heating running throughout the night. They indicated that the lighting will be directed only to areas within the property. The letter says to protect their neighbors even further. They're adding privacy tarps to help with sound, lights, and privacy. And the tarps would be at least 100 feet in length and 8 feet in height. The letter indicates that they'll have roving guards only on their property for safety purposes to protect against unauthorized personnel, predators, and animals. The letter says that they are not anticipating any incidents and hopes that they will all enjoy the events. But if any issues arise, they will contact the Sheriff's Department, or if any outside issues arise, they ask that they be made aware so that they can make the proper adjustments. The letter gives a contact number for them to be reached, and they give their appreciation and understanding for all that our Sheriff's Office is doing for the community, and they thank us in advance. This is a letter from President Jimmy Harris, the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated. And we have received a letter like this for the last 2 years. We have had phone contact with these folks, and they have been cooperative. I can tell you that our office spoke with the Burke County Code Enforcement Director on yesterday, and we learned that the goings on the property are perfectly within code and that there have been no violations at all on the property. I can tell you that when this group came to our attention just a couple of years ago, we immediately went to the FBI and the GBI, and we had our gang investigators speak with the State Gang Intelligence Network folks, and none of us have found any evidence to indicate that this group of people from the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated is affiliated with any group that is on the radar of the Federal Bureau of Investigations, nor the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, nor the Gang Intelligence Network folks. And we have not found any evidence of any type of hate group or militant group that would be engaged in nefarious activities. We understand that the community is concerned. I can assure the community that we're following all of the Georgia laws as best we know them. And there are no county ordinance violations here. On last night in particular, our deputies responded to 5800 West Quaker Road in Keysville, and we met with folks affiliated with the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated. They had concerns on last night that the neighbor, Mr. Huffman, had climbed into a tree and was positioned in the tree on Mr. Huffman's property, and that he was using his phone to record the goings-on of the folks on the grounds of the church. And we responded and made contact with Mr. Huffman, and he was arrested for a violation of the official code of Georgia, annotated 16-11-62, unlawful eavesdropping or surveillance. And that law essentially says when a person uses a device or other means to eavesdrop or conduct surveillance on persons who have not given permission to have that business done, when they are in a place that is outside of the public view, then it's a violation of that code section. And we applied for a warrant. A magistrate judge found probable cause to issue the warrant, and Mr. Huffman was arrested and booked into the Burke County Jail, where he is currently being held. He had a bond hearing today just a short time ago at 1:30 p.m. And we will follow up when we learn the judge's decision with regard to bond, and that matter will be addressed at that time. There has been a lot of conjecture, speculation, innuendo on social media. It is not my job as your sheriff to engage all of that, but simply to put the facts out, to not act in a way that is malicious, but to be judicious in my efforts to keep this community safe and respect the rights of all individuals. I am not here as part of this group or this church group or the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated. I don't know any of the persons personally. I am not a part of it. I don't know all of their beliefs. I don't espouse any of their beliefs. I have nothing to do with it outside of being your sheriff, the sheriff of all of the people of this county, and enforcing the law as fairly and objectively and consistently as I can and as is reasonable. I have on file here reports dating back several years where a number of them, nearly 6 reports on file, where in the majority of the cases, Mr. Huffman has been taunting these folks. In several cases, the deputies found that he had speakers set up on the borders of his property, and that they found the music to be excessively loud. And while there's no ordinance against this, it just further exacerbates the problem. There's at least one report on file where the deputies showed up and the church was singing and talking loudly, and the deputies could hear it. And they just tried to mediate this situation as best they can. They've tried to bring the parties together to talk, to get them to have some reasonable accommodations for one another. And that just has not worked out very well. But these reports are voluminous. These deputies have been very detailed. And on every incident, they have used their body cameras when investigating the complaints. All of that is public information that you have access to. We are here. We're trying to do the job and do it as best we can within the law. And we just encourage you to please talk to us, call us, get the facts before you pass judgment. And just being as open and transparent and as straightforward as I can be. I'm not taking any sides here. I'm on the side of what is lawful, and this is why we encourage people to get involved with your representatives, your county commissioner, your state representatives. If you don't like what the law is, then you can work to change it. But I can't make up laws as I go. I've got to stand on what is right and just and fair and equitable. It's what I do every day. I love all of our citizens. I'm concerned about the safety of all of our families. I'll tell you, night before last, there was a situation where Mr. Huffman was flying a drone over the property of the Father's Heart of Georgia Incorporated, and he was not arrested night before last. And then last night he climbed a tree and was filming the goings-on, and we made the arrest. This is not one incident or two incidences or three incidences. This is nearly a dozen incidences where in the majority of those incidences, he has been found to be the most unreasonable. He has been found to be in violation of law on more than one occasion, but he was arrested on the occasion last night. And a court will have to decide whether that was most appropriate. But a magistrate judge did find that we had sufficient probable cause to do so. I would just ask you to get a full understanding of what is happening here and know that we have been exhaustive in our efforts to keep the peace, to have harmony amongst our neighbors, to do what is right by all citizens, to enforce the law, not make our own laws, whether I agree or disagree with what this group is doing, what they stand for, what they call themselves, what others have decided to label them as. I have no involvement whatsoever. None. I am simply here trying to do the right thing, trying to enforce the laws that are in place, trying to keep the peace as best I can, and not make this has nothing to do with politics, nothing whatsoever. This is not a political issue. I don't get to make the laws. I have to enforce them. We elect people and we send them to Atlanta to make laws on our behalf. We elect local folks and send them to the city council or the county commission to address issues. We've had people call in and say, I thought there was a noise ordinance. I thought there was a quiet time ordinance. None of those exist in the unincorporated areas of the county. And so if you want those things to exist, then you have to go to your legislators or your city council or county commission to talk about those things. There is no noise ordinance in the county. However, if it's unreasonable and it disturbs the peace, there might be some room to negotiate that. But this is not the case. The folks have indicated that they're going to be quiet between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. They volunteered to do that. There's no ordinance, no law that mandates that. But they've decided to do that. And they have assured us through this letter, the last 2 years, that we will only hear generators coming from their property between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. I think that's reasonable. They have given this letter, it's addressed to Burke County Sheriff's Office and to others, to neighbors. And so it's doing what they can within reason to do the right thing. This is not about taking sides. I'm on the side of what's right, good or bad. This is the way it is. And I wanted to come to you live, and I'm going to go on the Austin Road show here shortly, and I'll take any questions you have. Any questions at all. I want to spend the time with you so that you understand that we're being transparent. As I say all the time, you can trust us and you can trust our product. There's nothing here to gain, nothing to hide, nothing to run away from, nothing to be ashamed of. We're doing that which is right, just, equitable, and fair for all of our citizens. I love you all. Thank you for your trust and confidence and support.
You on that side. He's on this side. What else? What at the door? Huh? You found it. Got the left one?